Hello students, welcome to the physics class. Previously we have discussed about the scope and the excitement of physics of chapter 1 physical world. Today we are going to discuss about physics, technology and society and how these are related to each other. Technology has been reshaping itself from time to time. The functioning of the world is entirely different from the way it used to be. Advancements in science have played a great role in inventions of new technologies. For example, mobiles. They revolutionized from the keypad to touch screen with the help of new chipsets and the networking technologies. Developers and scientists are now looking forward to turn smartphones into flexible and foldable. This is how technologies grow from one form to another to make human life more comfortable and economical. To improve technology, we understand the needs of society and figure out how principles of physics can help us in achieving our objectives. Say, earlier people thought that energy can be obtained from biatoms, but ironically, we do produce nuclear energy from atoms to meet the energy related needs of the society. All inventions from the iron pin to spaceship, everything is a product of physics concept and critical thinking. This makes understanding of physics more compulsory for the development of the society. Now let's see how physics, technology and society are related. The term physics, technology and science are interrelated terms. The connection between science, technology and science can be understood through following examples. Thermodynamics, the branch of science which deals with energy and matter, came into existence when people need to understand and improve the efficiency of engines. Study of thermodynamics helped in inventions like vehicles, new engines, refrigerators, etc. Next, the invention of steam engine is responsible for the industrial revolution in England and had affected human civilizations. Existing physics help in framing new technology and sometimes discover new physics concept. For example, the wireless technology is framed through concept of some of current, electricity, magnetism given in the 18th century. Now, the silicon chip is credit worthy for computer revolution for the last 3 decades. This was possible with the advancement of semiconductors and basic electronics, which are sub-branches of physics. Now we are having mobiles, laptops, TV, LED bulbs, everything we get from semiconductor and due to the invention of the silicon chip. Many scientists have been working hard to uncloak secrets of nature and use them in favor of human beings. The world we see today is entirely different from what it was decades and centuries ago. The change has come through inventions, ideas, and discoveries. Below is given the remarking scientists and their contributions in the field of physics. Now let's move to the new topic, the fundamental forces of nature. From walking on the street to launching a rocket into space to sticking a magnet on your refrigerator, physical forces are around us. So, the four fundamental forces are the gravitational force, the weak force, the electromagnetic force, and the strong force. These are called the four fundamental forces of nature and they govern everything that happens in the universe. First, the gravitational force. Gravity is the attraction between two objects that have mass or energy. Whether this is seen in dropping a rock from a bridge, a planet orbiting a star, or the moon causing ocean tides. Gravity is probably the most intuitive and familiar of the fundamental forces, but it's also been one of the most challenging to explain. Isaac Newton was the first to propose the idea of gravity, supposedly inspired by an apple falling from a tree. He described gravity as a literal attraction between two objects. Centuries later, Albert Einstein suggested through his theory of general relativity that gravity is not an attraction or a force. Instead, it's a consequence of objects bending space time. The weakest force of the fundamental forces, and the range of this force is extremely large. Next, we have the weak force. The weak force, also called the weak nuclear interaction, is responsible for particle decay, means the beta particle decay. This is the literal change of one type of subatomic particle into another. So, for example, a neutrino that strays close to a neutron can turn the neutron into a proton while the neutrino becomes an electron. The weak nuclear force is not as weak as gravitational force, but it is weak force if we compare it to the electromagnetic force and the strong force. The range of weak nuclear force is small, of the order of 10 to the power minus 16 meter. Next, we have the electromagnetic force. The electromagnetic force, also called the Lorentz force, acts between the charged particles like negatively charged electrons and positively charged protons. Opposite charges attract one another while the like charges repel. The greater the charge, the greater the force, and much like gravity, this force can be felt from an infinite distance. As its name indicates, the electromagnetic force consists of two parts, the electric force and the magnetic force. At first, physicists described these forces as separate from one another, but researchers later realized that the two are components of the same force. Next, we have the strong nuclear force. The strong nuclear force, also called the strong nuclear interaction, is the strongest of the four fundamental forces of nature. It's 6,000 trillion times stronger than the force of gravity. Then that's because it binds the fundamental particles of matter together to form larger particles. It holds together the quarks that make up protons and neutrons. And part of the strong force also keeps the proton and the neutron of an atom's nucleus together. And we all know that an application of this strong nuclear force is atom bomb, although it is not at all a good inventions. Outstanding question of the four fundamental forces is whether these forces can be merged together to emerge just a single great force of the universe. The answer is yes. The experimental discoveries of Faraday showed that electric and magnetic phenomena are in general inseparable. Maxwell unified electromagnetism and optics with the discovery that light is an electromagnetic wave. Einstein attempted to unify gravity and electromagnetism but could not succeed. Now, here is given a table of the fundamental forces where the relative strength range are mentioned. So, what is the conclusion? Physics help in better understanding of the world. The contributions of scientists have been remarkable in physics, and it is because of their principles and concepts. We are living a comfortable lifestyle with sufficient utilization of resources. Scientists not only frame existing natural laws but also propose a change to the existing ones to ensure sustainable use of every resource and benefit of mankind. So that's all for today. Next day we will move to our next chapter, that is kinematics. Thank you.